Welcome to question 4 part B with 2 points for planning and control. Using the project scenario in this case, or the program scenario in this case, look at the following questions. We have 2 major questions here, 2 major sections, and we've got 5 answers. Therefore, we need to pick 2 for each question. Okay, so the first one is looking at entries, stuff that should be in the program plan. So, Project 4 cannot start until stage 1 of Project 3. Well, this is an interdependency between these 2 projects. So, yes, this should be in the program plan. We need to show that in the program plan overall at that level between projects. So, A is a good starting point and a good answer so far. Keep that in mind. Activities to develop distant learning training materials. Well, that's to do with specific projects, nothing to do with the program plan. So, as much as the overall projects output should be part of the plan, not the activities to develop the solution. C. The approach used by 7 and 8 delivering the regional centres to acquire new training centres. Well, procurement approach, etc., from a point of view of the new training centres, in this case, will be in resource management, because this is about resources. Training centres are new part of the resources, so not to do with the program plan. Right. Vital senior management team plans to hold a series of meetings. Right. Well, we don't put that in the program plan. That could be in a couple of places like stakeholder engagement strategy, for instance, how they'll go and do that. And then the schedule of activities is usually kept in the communications plan for the program. So we have 2 things being hit here: stakeholder engagement strategy approach to communications, and then actually the scheduling of that in the program communications plan. So finally, 1 letter left. When planning activities to support the change from residential to non-residential is due to commence. Well, of course, planning activities and changing states, that's exactly what should be in the plan itself. So that's a good answer as well. So A and E are the 2 answers you will have here. Okay, monitoring and control strategy, descriptions and definitions on how we monitor and control, etc. So let's have a look at the statements here. What alternative plans should be agreed in case Project 2 fails to deliver on time? Well, as much as monitoring contains escalations routes, this is a specific risk response fails to deliver. What alternative plan? So this is a risk response and not to do with the monitoring control. So that's not an answer. What is current customer satisfaction? Well, this is to do with benefits actually, and therefore should be the benefit to profile. Because also we need to track. Remember the profile, we need to look at where it is now. So when we make the change, we can then review the change and the benefits afterwards. Well, the state afterwards at the current satisfaction level, and then we can monitor the benefit that is accrued or being realised because of the change we put in place. So that's the benefits profile and not in this document. Is the decision, usually if somebody will ask a question in this particular case, is the decision concerning the future state or future number of staff enough to be considered a control point? Right. So it's about control and monitoring, and the decision about that. That means we're looking at this particular document and the right statement for it. D is the flexibility in the theory target has set to achieve its blueprint. So the flexibility, how are we able to flex that as we go through the program in case we need to change things, and also we need to monitor it, control the program and monitor it in case we need to make any changes. So that's a good statement too. Just check though on the last one though, as much as we picked 2 already. How will any objections to the proposed redeployment be handled? Well, this is looking at stakeholder engagement, and therefore that would be described in the strategy for that particular section, and how to understand and how to deal with any objections, from the staff and from other stakeholders in the program. So we get into town halls or cafe meetings or workshops, whatever it needs to be to address that, depending on, of course, the numbers and the resistance we have. So the answers there are C and D. I hope that's clarified a few points around this particular area about planning. Should that be the case, that's cool. If not, please contact a tutor through the platform if you wish to seek further advice, support, help, or whatever. Thank you.